All right, we're gonna start with the first person that's coming through. There's a passed away woman. She's an older woman, maybe in her 60s, 70s and up. This is how she's looks like to me, is potentially Caucasian. She's lighter skin. She has grayish dark hair, so it doesn't look like it was dyed. It looks like it was dark at one time, and then it's mostly grayed over time. It's very beautiful though. It's short hair above her shoulders, like about her chin length, and it's done. Like if you use a roller whenever you dry your hair, and it gives you like those nice like a bounce to it, nice curls to it. It doesn't look like she has a lot of layers in her hair. Towards the bottom of it, it does look like there's layers, but you know, it doesn't look like tight little curls in her hair. Or at least that's not the feeling that I'm getting. I can't tell if she has glasses or not. If it is, it's thin framed, and I don't believe, maybe she would have been wearing them all the time, but again, they're subtle. It's a subtle glasses, and they look a little bit more triangular, like a thin golden frame. Like just she has a very tasteful style. And her face is warm, like she has a warm face, a warm demeanor. Her cheeks, she has like round cheeks. However, I will say she has a very stern personality as well. It's like if she does not approve of something or she does not like you, you will read this on her face. And this in particular, what I'm doing in her life, she would not approve of, and she would not approve of you watching these videos. It's kind of like, well, you're gonna do whatever you want to do, so that's fine, I get that, but you know I would not have approved of this. And so she's showing me this because this is to help you really hone in on who this person is, like to make sure it's her, because it's like all those descriptors would make sense that that's who she is. But then to say, like, I could feel this not tension, but this like skepticism, or you know, when I'm like, she has a warm demeanor, to be like, yeah, kind of, but you know, with this she would not be so warmed up to, and she definitely speaks her mind. Yes and no. It kind of feels like she speaks her mind when it's appropriate, or like around her circle of people. It's like you're gonna know how she feels and what she says, and if you're someone on the outside of things, like if you don't really know her, you could read it on her face because she's not gonna show it. But she's not confrontational in that way. But she definitely like holds her own ground, right? Like she's very strong-willed, independent, a strong matriarch is how it feels. And she's coming through. Honestly, the message that I'm getting, the main message, because like, well, why are you coming through, is she wants you to take care of yourself. So whoever this resonates with, she wants you to take care of yourself. She's saying like, you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your family. There might be children involved, because I'm seeing her saying children. So if you aren't someone who has children, then maybe she's saying, no, there's children involved. So it's like, it's either your children or someone related to you. So like your sister or your brother or something, there's like children involved there, younger children. They feel like there's like a variety of ages. What I'm seeing is like early teens, like 16 and below, like 16, 13, 14, and then like all the way down to like a toddler. It's like I see a range of children. It's like you need to focus on your family, or you need to reconnect with these people or talk to these, something like that. Like family, there's a family significance here that she's highlighting, and taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself and making sure these people are taking care of their kids, or they're prioritizing their kids, or you're involved with the kids. And then she brought me to a new, this is like, it's a new subject, but it's related. It's like some other side of the family. It's like that's one message. Then there's another message. She's pulling me to such a strange feeling where it's men, okay? There's men. So it's like, if, let's say this is your mother, then your father's still around. But your father feels like diamonds, or he feels like jewelry, or he feels like, it feels like jewelry, or like crystals, like, you know, like the crystal chimes, like you can kind of hang these, you know, it's like these little crystals. I have some, but like, so I'm trying to explain what it is because I'm not sure. But basically, like, what I do, I think this is what everyone does with them, is like you can put them on like a little fishing line, and then you just hang them, and then the sun reflects through it, makes little rainbows. So these are like the images that she's giving me. Not saying that that's specifically what it is, but I think she's trying to show me all of these different things, because he feels like diamonds. This is how it's coming to me. And so there's a significance to some sort of jewelry, or it could be like fine china, like crystals, like something like that with this guy. It could even be like if they had like wedding gifts or something, but it feels like it's associated with him, and it belongs to, it's with him, but it belongs to the family, is what I'm saying. She's saying it's with him, like so he's alive, is what this is what it seems like. So he's alive. Yes, he is alive, and he has these items like at his house or at their house. Like if this is someone, if it's her husband, then he's still living in the home and has these items, but it's known, or she's telling you, that this belongs to the family. It's like, yeah, he has it, but it belongs to, it's like if you were her kid and you have, you know, siblings, and she's like, that belongs to you guys. You know, when he's doing his own thing, whatever, he has it, but I want you to know this stuff belongs to you. You need to keep these, or this is gifted to you. This stays within the family, something like that. She's indicating something about her changing, like her changing as she crossed over. Like she's just more open-minded. And she showed me this, right? Like what I'm doing. It's like, you know, basically what I said earlier, like this is not something that she would have approved of or like involved her. Like she just would have not really given it any thought, or like serious thought, right? Like, or just, she didn't really believe in it or something like that, right? And so it's that, but also just other concepts in her life that she's acknowledging that maybe she was a little bit more closed off on the idea of, and that as she crossed over, now she sees things in a different way, in a different light, and saying how things don't, like, it's like small things don't matter. Like, she's giving advice now of saying, like, don't worry about the small things, don't worry about the, it's like she's indicating like you're worried. I'm seeing little mountains, right? And the way I'm seeing those mountains is they're jagged mountains and they feel like obstacles in life. And she's saying that they are, in fact, just little mountains. They're little obstacles. Don't worry about the small stuff. And even when they feel insurmountable or they feel jagged or they feel uncomfortable, you know in your heart, you know for yourself that it doesn't really matter. And when you see it from my perspective, of a higher perspective, right? Like, I can see the whole world at this point. Like, if you want to use this example of you kind of walking this terrain, it's like, it's such a small thing. These things are so small, and what's important here is you to be happy. What's important is for you to be happy. And then she's showing a family. She's showing, again, like, she's showing me a traditional family, like a husband and kids. And she's saying, like, family, like whoever your family is, that's what's important. And she's saying, let fate take care of the rest. Let God take care of the rest. You know, and she's saying, like, we don't have a lot of time on earth. You know, she's like, we don't have a lot of time on earth. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't worry about the small stuff. Just enjoy what you have here today. And these things come and go. Money comes and goes. Things come and go. It's really not important. But then when she said that, she's like protecting what I said. Like, so there's like this encasement around whatever these items are, because it feels like that's a way that she connects with you guys or connects with you. Like, she's always connecting with you, obviously, but it's like, it's just like a, you know, it's like something special that will always remind you of her, and it's something you can pass down. It's whatever it is you can pass down, keep it. She wants to keep it within the family, forever, for lifetimes. Like, she sees it just getting passed down over and over and over again. She wants it to be, you know, it's like when you have photos and it's like your great, 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 and this is where they're from, and it's like, wow, that's what it was like back then, you know, and whatever these things are, it's like she wants to make sure it stays within the family. Like, don't get rid of it. Do not get rid of it. And she keeps talking about, like, when he's gone, I wasn't going to say earlier, but she keeps saying it, is like, when his time is to go, when he goes, when his time comes, and you go in, and you know, she's indicating, like, if you guys are gonna sell the things or sell the house or something, just like, you know, she's showing, like, it would be kind of like a you know what, it feels kind of like stressful, but relief of just kind of like letting everything go. It's like not dealing with it. When she's saying, don't get rid of this stuff, you know, like in the heat of the moment, like she's saying, no, that's not the right wording. It's not the heat of the moment, but like when you're emotional and when you're ready to let things go and you're ready to just try and move past this and you're grieving, that's really what it is like, she wants me to really get in depth of that feeling. It's like, when you're grieving, do not, you know, in that moment, just follow that feeling of like, just, we don't want any reminders, or we don't want to have to deal with this. We don't want to think about it, right? It's like, you need to, you need to basically like just get it together. You need to just get it together and take these because it's very important. She's like, it's very, very important to me that you do this, please. And she's showing like, I guess, her grandkids, because it feels like those kids that I see, it's like you want to have these to pass down. Don't let your emotions get the best of you with this. Everything else, it doesn't matter. I just saw a fireplace when I said that. It was like everything else doesn't matter, and then I saw a fireplace. I'm not sure what that means. But yeah. So that's what I see. I'm gonna move on from that, but she's like blowing kisses with both her hands. So she's taking her one hand and then kissing, then the other hand and kissing, like blowing kisses. And just saying, bye, love you, bye bye, like that, bye bye, kiss, 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 bye bye, you know. And it's like funny because it's like, you ever rush someone off, they're like, okay, bye bye, love you, bye bye bye, but they're still kind of like backing up, you know. So that's how she's coming across. She's like backing up, okay. And then it's like this feeling. She's not saying anything really. I'm like intuiting, I can read her, but then there's like this other layer of her that I'm reading where she's basically intending and acknowledging. It's like I'm always here. Like I'm always with you. I'm always communicating with you. I'm just always there. So I'm not really going anywhere. I'm just leaving this particular, like, what I'm doing, right? What BERRA is doing. But like you're always with me. You're always communicating with me. You're always talking to me. And then when I said that, I saw, it looked like a bathroom to me. It looked like a small bathroom. It's not really small, but it looks like, the reason why I think it's a bathroom is because it feels very clean and like very light blue, like aqua. It's not even aqua blue. It's like sky blue, like very light blue. And then it just feels good to be in there. Like it feels relieving or like decompressing. So maybe you talk to her when you're in the bathroom or when you're showering. Or that could indicate something about who she is. There's something about a bathroom, potentially, or like whatever that looks like, or I think it's a bathroom. And then I asked, and it's like the way she came is in my vision is like she kind of like peeked around the corner and thumbs up, like, yeah, so it's definitely a bathroom. So something about a bathroom. Maybe you're watching me in the bathroom. Okay. Anybody else? Or anything else? Well, not anything, but like any other information. Yes. I saw dark, long, I don't know if it's long, but it's like very straight, dark hair. Very slick, dark hair. And the feeling that I get from them is like, they kind of feel like grungy, or grunge, is that the word? Like, you know, kind of like rock grunge, like that kind of style. Yeah, Yeah, it's like someone who would go to shows. That's what I'm hearing. Like shows, like they call like the bands like going to a show. Someone sings, someone like that. It feels like a guy, but maybe he has longer hair. He just has like slick dark hair. Not sure what I'm getting here. They showed me like this, I don't know where it, oh, I think it's in my other place. But he showed me it where it's gold, and mine's not gold. I have this wooden, I don't know what it is. It was gifted to me, but it's like this Chinese symbol. It's probably like good luck or something. And it has like a long tassel on it, and then I just hang it up. And he showed me something similar to that, but it's gold. Like almost like a coin, or I guess it could be, I don't think it's a tattoo, but it feels like this golden like coin looking thing that has some sort of script on it that's in a different language. Okay. This person would have been considered like a really good friend to you. If you're related, it would have to be like cousins or something. I'm hearing like a younger brother, but it doesn't feel like you're related. It doesn't feel related. It feels like, and then I just saw an image of a baby elephant. It's like they followed you, or they followed your lead. So like even if they're older, they still listen to you, or they followed you. But again, it feels more of like a cousin energy, or like a friend energy, like someone that's not an immediate family member. Because they're showing me to the side of you, so it feels like they feel equal to you, but they're also calling themselves a baby, like a younger brother, or like you're much wiser than them, right? He doesn't have anything to say. Because I'm like, well, what do you have to say? And he's like, I don't have anything to say, other than like I just want to make myself known that I'm here with you. Obviously I care about you. Obviously I love you, and I'm looking forward to what happens in your future. Like I'm here with you, and it's like I haven't gone anywhere. And then I just saw an image of a car coming towards me. I saw a car coming straight at me, and he said, you know, I'm here with you, and I'm not going to go anywhere because it feels like a bond. He's saying like there's a bond between us, even on a spiritual level. There's a bond, like there's this deep spiritual bond and promise that we made in this life to not leave each other's side, and I'm not planning to do that anytime soon. he's showing that he's not necessarily a guardian angel in the sense that he like takes prayer requests or anything. he's here as a support system. He's like a moral support angel where it's like my future with you as this angel, essentially, like this, your companion, your friend, all of this, like I'm here more in spirit than I am in life. So you would have known this person less time in this life than you are to be alive and like continue to live. Like you're gonna live a lot longer than the amount of time that you've known them. And again, they're not like, he's not guiding you anywhere. He's not assisting you anywhere. Like if you are asking things and looking for answers and everything, he's saying that he's more of just the same way that he was here, where it's like, I'm listening to you, like I'm following you. You are the one who best knows what's gonna serve you in your life, and I will support that. I will support that and kind of have your back and everything. But the answers that you're getting and are being supported are from these other divine beings, these guardian angels that are like that's their specific role in your life. That's not to say that I'm not here for you, but I'm really just here looking forward to what you come to offer the world and what you do in the world. Is really this emphasis on your future of, I'm really looking forward to that. Like he's watching this unfold as well. He's indicating he's privy to a little bit, but he's saying that it's actually hidden from him even as he crossed over, because again, this bond that you have, this promise that you have, is to be this supportive angel. So in that sense, in that regard, he's showing that what happened was this person didn't die immediately, whomever this is. It doesn't feel like they died immediately, or it could be two things, because I'm seeing them in a hospital. I'm seeing them in a hospital and like casted, like they're completely casted and covered. And so that was either showing them like just that they were injured, like that could be more symbolic, like they were in the hospital setting and they passed that way, or there was an instance that they're just reminding you of. They're indicating like, do you remember this? Just to bring up, you know, like just another indication, or just, it's again to bond, because you would have been there with them, or you would have energetically sent this message to them. Like again, a confirmation of this bond, of this promise to like be their best friend, or be there in the future, be there by their side, not ever leave each other. Like there's something like that. So they're confirming like that promise is kept, but it's in a way that maybe neither of you during his life realized. And to go back to like him being hidden, and I just saw a spinal, like the spinal cord. I saw the spinal cord, and then like it moving as anything. But he's saying like, I'm not privy to all of that, because on some spiritual level, you would be able to, how do I say this? It's like, honestly, the best way that I can say it, and the most concise way I can say this is, he may not be here in the physical world in the way that you've seen him and know him, but he's very much the same person as he crossed over. So the only thing different is that this isn't the only thing, but one of the main things that's different is just that he didn't lose it, but he's no longer in his physical body. So he's still himself, he's still that spirit, right? We're spiritual beings inhabiting and using this physical body to navigate what our spirit is guiding us to. And his purpose in life that you guys knew prior to this lifetime was that he would expire his body at some point in your connection, your relationship with this person. And so this was all in divine order and divine timing. How it happened, I think there were different ways that this could have potentially happened, but it would have happened anyway in his life. It's just that this is what you guys, that there's a lesson in this, right? He's saying that there's a lesson in his passing that you both are learning from this situation. That lesson feels like this is basically what I'm saying is like having that depth of understanding that he hasn't gone anywhere, and he didn't gain special powers by crossing over. He's still that same person, and he still has, it's like he still has this, it's a continuation of this lesson, like with this life. I hope I'm being clear with that. Where basically, I'll just say it again in another way, is like, he's meant to be your angel. He's always meant to be your angel in this life. This is something you guys agreed with. And consistently confirming that you won't leave each other's side in this life when he was still here, and making these promises to each other, like feeling this special bond with this particular guy, this person, is reinstilling that you knew, both of you felt that and knew that on a deep level, that there was a special bond here, and there is a special bond here. And both of you may have, and which was meant to be, to have this perception when you were here of this, of the way that you thought it would be, which is you assumed it would be in a physical way, right? And you thought that things wouldn't end in this particular way, or how it would, or whatever kind of different thoughts have been running through your head about this. And yet this is all meant to be for a much more deeper level, right? Like we're all here temporarily, right? Like it's inevitable that we all cross over at one point, and yet our spirits carry on. And this is one of the deepest, most impactful lessons that you're learning in this life, that he's helping you learn and teach you. And that's why in some ways he's not privy to everything that's going on with you and can give you, certain answers or requests. That's not him doing that. That's the other angels that are responsible for that, or responsible for keeping you on your path, because he's still, in a lot of ways, the best way I can say it is he's still alive, right? He just doesn't have his physical body, but he's still learning as you're learning. He's still experiencing as you're experiencing. You're still on the same, it's like you're on the same plane, but he's invisible. And in, I guess, he's not, he is, because you don't have a physical body, but he's still here. Like, you can still talk to him. You can still communicate with him. He never left. Like, we never leave. I hope I'm making sense. I think I am. I think I'm making sense. But honestly, this is your journey and your path. So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I'm not worried about it at all because you're exactly where you need to be, and so is he. And that's really one of the biggest messages that he's coming across. It's like, hey, I'm still here, buddy. Like, I didn't go anywhere. And he loves you a lot. And I heard, like bear hug. So it's like a big hug, like a bear hug. Bear hug. Yeah, and the last message I'm seeing from him is like, we're going to continue to grow together. We will continue to grow together. He really wants you to know that. And he knows you do. He knows you know that. That was interesting. Did you guys get that? Were you watching? Looks like the letter C. It also kind of looks like the letter J to me. CJ or something. I'm not sure. I'm going to show you this little... Oh, did I break it? No, I didn't. I'm going to show you this little figure. And you guys decide if there's a message in here for you. What does this look like for you? Maybe it looks like a number to you or something. Or a shape. So... I saw the number 47 just now. 47. And then I thought it said watch your car, but maybe we're saying wash your car. Who am I talking to? I've closed out on this last reading, so it's whomever who has passed away, or any final messages from our guardian angels. And then I saw in my head a place, and I can't see, it's like but it had an N in it. It started with an N, I believe. So it's like North Dakota, Nevada, it's not, I don't think it's North Carolina, but it's like with an N. I think it's North Dakota because they're showing me up towards the border, towards Canada. I can't remember what that place is called, but you can look it up. I think it's North Dakota, but there's somewhere up there where it's like this peace garden or something where you can cross over to Canada through the gardens. They're showing me that. They're showing me that for someone. I'm asking my guardian angels and everyone's guardian angels, like, is there a final message for everyone? Basically, they're saying that our angels, this is the final message, is our angels are always with us. Irregardless of what we choose to do or what direction or path we choose to take. They're always here. They're always lovingly supporting us. They understand us on such a deep level that we can't conceptualize, no matter how enlightened and aware we are as human beings. There are just some things that are limited to us, and beyond our limitations, they exist to varying degrees and varying levels. And they want you to know that you are so supported on your path and you're so loved on your path that they're indicating, like, please don't perceive things as mistakes in life. Don't perceive things as insurmountable. Don't perceive things as something that, you know, you can't redeem yourself from, because you are always able and capable to change direction or to change route or to pursue your passions or pursue your beliefs and try different things. This isn't, you are only bound by your own personal limitations. In spite of like beyond what we, you know, it's like, obviously we have personal limitations or like worldly limitations, or like economic limitations. But as far as everything, like what we are able to create and navigate in our world and in our life, they're saying, like, don't take it for granted, and keep pursuing. Keep pursuing is what they're saying. Keep pursuing your light, keep pursuing your belief, keep pursuing your passions, keep pursuing love, keep pursuing enlightenment, and don't ever let that go. Don't ever let that fade. Don't ever give that up. Don't ever compromise or give up yourself for anything that isn't of love or isn't of light or isn't of value in that way. That's the only true value that exists. And compassion. They're emphasizing compassion, and they're saying you are eternally loved, and I'm hearing the word grace, like graced. You are graced with beauty. You are graced with honor. You are graced with the privilege of just existing, merely existing here. It's a privilege, and they are also indicating that they are so honored to be a part of your journey, and they're thanking you for looking to them for guidance, looking to them for answers, also looking for them for support, and also just being open to them and being aware of them, and everything that you've accomplished in your life so far. So that's the message of them. It's just a message of love. Bye, guys. Do you want to watch me put this in here? See what happens if I don't make it and burn myself? Okay, let's see.